Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about something that's very personal to me and I'm pretty sure a lot of you go through the same struggle as well. I remember when I was in school, I would sit with open books for hours at a time, just feeling frustrated. Are you also one of those students who just stare into their books for extensive periods of time, hoping that something might just stick to your memory? Or is it that studying isn't that simple anymore? Or your old methods of studying aren't useful anymore? Well, worry not. We are here with some tips and tricks on how to study better and more effectively. Now, for many of us, studying is like that irritating relative that you don't like, but you can't really get rid of. Often, students get overwhelmed while studying and are forced to think that maybe something is wrong with them. As we move up in our academic career to high school and then graduation courses, the classes get rigorous. There's much more reading to do, and exams now play a much bigger role. Especially for our competitive entrance exams, it becomes imperative to develop efficient study techniques that help us retain information and study productively. For years, we have been accustomed to the same ways of learning taught to us by either our schools, teachers, or parents. These habits have been drilled into us so meticulously that we think that these are the only successful methods of studying. In this video, we bring to you the research that psychologists from all over the world have been working on around the study habits that work best. So, let's see the best tips that can help us study better. Number 1. Set the stage. First and foremost, you need to create the atmosphere for you to study successfully. Set up your study stage and identify the best time for you to learn and understand. Now, setting the perfect atmosphere for you to study includes various steps like number 1, get a good night's sleep. Number 2, you can also change your study environment. Research shows that a change in scenery can improve both recall and memory performances. Number 3, eliminate distractions. Set your digital gadgets aside and if possible, stick to print study material only. Number 4, avoid sugar-based snacks and try healthier options like nuts or fruits. Now, this might seem like a very basic thing that has probably been advised to us many times. But trust us, it might be basic, but it is effective. Number 2, Pomodoro technique. This is one of the most impactful strategies to study better. Most students have found this effective when cramming all the studying material in one day or a single session. According to a study by Microsoft, an average human has a concentration span of just 1 to 2 hours. The Pomodoro technique suggests studying in chunks of 25 minutes separated by 5-minute breaks. After 4-5 study sessions of 25 minutes, you can take a longer break. Sitting for continuous 4 to 5 hours at once may not do you any good, as our brains are better at translating information in repetitive sessions. Keep a list of topics to be covered by you in a day and plan out accordingly. Number 3, the Feynman technique. The Feynman technique was created by the famous physicist Robert Feynman and is an efficient method of learning a concept by explaining it in simple, plain terms. It consists of 4 steps. First, write the name of the concept on the top of a piece of paper. Then, explain the concept in your own words as if you are teaching it to a student. Use simple language and try using examples. After this, review your explanation, identify what you missed, and then go back and relearn it. And the final step is to review everything, making sure you've used the simplest terms that could be understood by anyone. This technique forces you to deconstruct ideas and rewrite them, as if you are teaching it to a child. Number 4, the SQ3R method. The SQ3R method is a study technique that helps you to identify important topics and retain them. SQ3R stands for survey, question, read, decide, and review. These 5 steps help in actively and effectively reading a text. Let's go through them. First, survey. Start by reviewing the text that you want to understand and take notes on heading, subheadings, and images. Second, question. After reviewing, formulate questions around the content. For example, what is the text about? Third, read. Now read the text again thoroughly and look for answers to the questions you made. Fourth, recite. Now, in your own words, recite your answers or write them down. And fifth, review. Once you've finished all the 4 steps, review the material once again and quiz yourself on what you learned. Before we move on to the next point, if you're liking this video so far, please go ahead and click on the like button and subscribe to our channel so that we can keep bringing out such content for you all. Number 5, color coding your notes. Recent studies show that color can improve memory performance. Color coding can efficiently help you to organize information and rapidly review them when short on time. The use of colors captures attention and stimulates visual memory. Try using warm colors like red or yellow to highlight important information. You may also use other colors to make your notes look more readable. But one important thing, do not color everything. Highlighters, sticky notes or colored pens can be your best friends once you start color coding notes. Another thing to keep in mind while using this technique is to be consistent. Use the same system of colors for your notes to avoid confusion. While this may seem more of a decorative work, try it before you throw this method down the bin. Human mind is really powerful and methods like these help us train our minds to perform better. Number 6, flashcards. Flashcards are one of the best ways to study and revise. Flashcards are small note cards which can be used to test your knowledge and improve memory. They can be two-sided, with concepts on one side and their explanation on the other. Even the process of making these flashcards is a revision because as you write the notes, your brain registers this information as important. Flashcards help you to engage in active recall as you try to remember the concept from scratch. They help you practice and revise faster as they are to the point. Number 7, become a teacher. Another way of improving memory functions is to explain a concept as if you are the teacher. Try explaining the study material in your own words. You can do that in a study group or on your own. When saying out loud, you will get to know where you are lacking in your information or if you need more examples. Make connections between your concepts like a teacher does. Using this method will help you in learning and organizing information. You will be more engaged and will be able to recall things instantly. Number 8, take practice tests. A 2011 study shows that students who test themselves after learning retain 50% more information than students who do not. When you test yourself, you recall information and find gaps in your study where more learning is required. Make sure you practice question papers provided to you by your teachers or professors. If not provided, make them on your own. With this method, you will also get to know about teachers' testing style and how to present information. Number 9, concentration music. Now, this method doesn't directly help you study. Instead, this helps you focus and concentrate. Just Google or YouTube study music or concentration music, plug in your earphones and start studying. Now, I can't really say if this is a scientifically proven method or not, but it has worked for a lot of people who have come to us for an advice. These are some of the tips and techniques that can help you study better. Try to stick to a routine, but don't stress yourself out. While all of these tips might not work for you, some or the other will. You'll have to experiment on your own to find out which ones work the best for you. Well, what are you waiting for? Go get studying. Hey guys, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please go ahead and click on the like button and share it with your friends so that they can also get to know about such techniques. And also don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to get the latest updates.